I mean, she's been in foul trouble, and the Hawkeyes, they continue to click on all cylinders, and you have to credit Jan Jensen, her first year as a head coach at Iowa after spending a lot of her career on the sidelines with Lisa Bluter, over 20 years to be true to that. And when you see that she has taken this job and taken accountability and care for these young people, it's really fun to watch and fun to listen to her talk about how much she cares about their experience.
McMahon dialing it up from three to start things off for Ohio State.
That's what we just talked about, right? Cotie McMahon, you think of her as being just a paint destroyer, but on that play, she has extended her three-point range this season, and it has been most impressive.
Ohio State loves to turn teams over.
You don't go under screens. You don't have drop coverage on Cotie McMahon this year. She's going to cash out from range.
Off a turnover. Now Iowa basketball. This is back-to-back games for the Hawkeyes playing against the most intense pressure teams in the Big Ten. They handled it with aplomb against Michigan State yesterday. In fact, flipping the script against the Spartans. They'll look to do that again this time. Here's Olsen netting her own three, and what a start here in our final quarterfinal.
They love Lucy in Iowa City. Number 33 for three on that last possession, and then got a deflection defensively. Look at how lanky she is and disruptive as a defender. A transfer in from Villanova.
McMahon, 2 for 2. She's already fired up.
That's what it takes to get those gaps covered.
Olsen somehow got that shot off over Petty. Gets it back from Stolke, stepping into a three. And the rebound taken by Thierry. You're seeing some athletic rebounding in this one. They go into Petty. Quickly, Olsen is switching off.
Yeah, she's got Hannah Stolke sitting straight behind her. She's looking for another touch.
He's calling for it again. One-on-one, sweeping across the lane for two.
That's something that Ohio State's going to continue to do. Ask Kevin McGuff, who is the X factor for the team and who needs to do well, and he said Taylor Thierry. She's the glue.
Sitting a falter, leaving that short. Follows her own miss. Rifled inside. Stolke too strong. Sticking with it on the glass. And Chance Gray up the floor.
Great patience right there to come out, reorganizing the quarter court. Ohio State looking for Jelani Cambridge to get a touch.
Backdoor cut. It's beautiful playmaking by McMahon, setting the tone for the Buckeyes. They are 4 of 4 to start this game.
Really seeing really good continuity on the offensive end for the Buckeyes right now with great spacing.
The sprint to the rim by Olsen, so quick with that burst.
Early offense in the quarter and the open floor has been great for both teams.
Cambridge along two. This is an aggressive defensive team, even in the half court for Ohio State.
Yeah, Kennedy Cambridge was a shadow right there defensively, just not going anywhere.
Olsen stuck under the rim. Terrific defense by Chance Gray, who blows by multiple Buckeyes, hitting Cambridge on the run.
And that's when Ohio State is at their best. Stops and scores.
Along the baseline, it's a falter. And that foul's going to go on McMahon, her second.
Now, Cotie McMahon has to take a seat again.
The exact thing that Iowa wants is Cotie McMahon on the bench with 2 personal fouls, because you take her out, obviously her impact, but
knocked in a couple of triples, playing good defense. Wouldn't be me. I'd still be over there under the table somewhere holding my whole right side. Oh my God.
Christy, I'd be at your side helping you out. Under 30 seconds left. Taylor Thierry getting inside. Kennedy Cambridge tries to dish it out. 10 to shoot, taken by Strimla.
Iowa trying to get one crack at it. You see Jan Jensen imploring her team to execute.
Shot clock is off for Lucy Olsen, guarded by Kennedy Cambridge, who takes immense pride in her defense. They're going underneath the screen. This time on top, it opens up Olsen in the mid-range, and she gets it to drop.
Yeah, she just serpentined her way around that pick-and-roll coverage on that high ball screen. 5 of those 9 have come off of those 7 miscues by Ohio State. And now with Cotie McMahon on the bench with 2 fouls, Kevin McGuff not pleased with the continuity, flow, and rhythm and cadence on the offensive end. Got to get something going.
Hannah Stolke says, this is not enough help defense to slow me down. Takes it up to the rim.
solid down inside. Hannah Stolke, a member of the team, back-to-back championship game appearances in the NCAA tournament. I don't care what you say. I mean, tactically speaking, you can't compare that to anything. I mean, the emotion of going to the Final Four alone is big time stuff.
Ajae Petty, the playmaking by Thierry, setting up a close-range shot.
Oh, looks like she carried that ball a little bit under the pressure. Taylor Thierry.
There is the pressure. Madison Green will take it all the way for two, and that's what Ohio State does. They swarm and smother.
Well, they want to get it in goals.
Getting the ball right back into her hands, letting it fly. And tracked down by Thierry.
Let's see what they can come up with here as the Iowa defense establishes itself in the zone again. Cambridge turns it over.
They fell asleep, and Olsen takes advantage on the other side. Jelani Cambridge, something we've seen more of in the second half of the season, the sixth year, and the freshman. As Thierry tries to extend to the rim, she's cut short. Whoa. Fierbach takes a big spill. She's back up. Meanwhile, Stolke had the angle and gets the easy two.
Ohio State still in the lead.
Cambridge has not been finding good looks for herself just yet as Fierbach sends it flying. Olsen all by herself drains the three.
Most outstanding player, and here you are in your new home with the Fever. How surreal is this for you?
It's pretty fun, and I love getting to be able to support this program. And obviously, a lot of these girls were my teammates, and getting to see Jan in her first year, and they're playing their best basketball right now. So just get to be supportive of them, and I love this time of the year, March. I miss it, so it's fun getting to support them.
Have been known to get animated in your career. I know Jan got a little animated yesterday, picked up her first technical. How would you grade out that performance? Did she get her money's worth?
Unacceptable. No, I honestly thought she might have been getting ejected, honestly, because she kept going, but I loved it. I love that fiery, competitive spirit, and I know it got the girls fired up, too. They responded well to it. I had that taken care of for Coach Day and Coach Bluter when I was playing. They didn't have to get any, so they have to get them now. Coach Day has to get them now, but just love her competitive spirit, and she's done a great job with the program, so it's fun to watch.
Your Iowa Hawkeyes are absolutely red hot and right here neck and neck with Ohio State. What have you seen from them that has really they've just responded down the stretch?
Well, they just play hard, and I think if you watch, you can tell how good of a team they are. They're always, making the right plays. They're cheering for one another. They're just a group of 15 girls that are just really well connected, and that just speaks to the culture they have at Iowa and we had when we were there, and it continues to carry over, and they play basketball the right way, and that's why people love supporting them and coming to their games. So that's why I'm here. I love it. I love getting to see some of my best friends play basketball and have a lot of fun doing it. So
it's awesome, Caitlin. So many 22 jerseys for the Fever and Iowa here, all in one spot. Really appreciate you taking the time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Caitlin. We'll send it back over to you guys.
Thanks, Elise. Look what she said. Somebody's got to be fiery right now, and applying Coach Jensen for stepping in her place.
No, I love that. Somebody's got to do it. And Caitlin Clark, she's done it all. In an Iowa uniform that was retired earlier this season in Iowa City, and a win over at USC in that game at home. But, she has such a litany of awards and accolades. It's almost like movie credits when it goes running and you're looking at each and everything. And then last year in the WNBA with the Indiana Fever.
Happening with their off-season pickups. Excited to see her development in year number 2.
And Stephanie White, Steph White is the head coach. It's going to be fun for her to come back home and coach.
Jelani Cambridge getting charged up. Stolke trying to get open against Petty. A very physical battle in the paint. It opens up a falter for 3 from the corner.
Sydney Falter has waited her turn. Came in as a freshman, played behind some greats. Monica Sonano, Caitlin Clark on the court, and now it's her turn to leave her legacy during her era and tenure with the Hawkeyes.
McMahon evaluating spinning, can't knock it down. Petty with the spin move.
Gets that nice baby hook to go with the left.
That foul actually on Jelani Cambridge, her second. So Jelani and McMahon each have 2 personals. Hayden attacking right at McMahon. Lucky low with the denial, but a whistle.
Tried to save the day. There's not a lot of space because Cotie McMahon was in front of her.
Hayden drops in the second.
David Hayden had such a magnificent performance yesterday. Her presence felt every moment that she was on the court for Iowa yesterday, and the absence of Hannah Stokey with those fouls late in the game.
Jelani Cambridge, no whistle there. Looked like she had been affected on that shot. Running, it's Hayden beating everyone down for the two in transition.
Connection of the dots in transition.
Our assist of the game fueled by Gatorade. Along the baseline, that's left short. Ohio State on their heels. It's now just a 2-point lead. They've led by as many as 9 in this game. Mila trying to deny any pass inside to Hayden. She works the ankles to the rim. Across the court here at Cambridge, Ashley Shimmy Autumn and Lisa Bluter will talk all things quarterfinals here in the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament as the Hawkeyes get another stop and can take the lead here.
See what they come up with. Trying to get some execution, trying to get Lucy Olsen maybe a touch. She emptied out to the strong side corner and got a slip.
Stolke inside, first lead of the game for Iowa.
Exactly the shot they needed. Trying to get some momentum going to the halftime locker room.
Coach McGuff has been consistently cajoling her. More aggression on offense, taking it into her own hands. She did that right there as they bring the pressure. Closing seconds of the first half, up ahead to Stolke. Now 5 seconds to go for Guyton and the Hawkeyes. She's fouled by Green.
Now fouls to give, so
Olsen, 3 seconds left, launches from deep, and that will conclude the first. Normally, Ohio State scoring 25 points off turnovers per game. That's 5th in the country, but their defense clearly doing that work, and Elise was exactly right about converting the next step.
yeah, no question about it. I mean, Kevin McGuff told us today at shoot-around, he said, the last time we met Iowa, they were man-to-man, but they've seen more zone in this game.
Cotie McMahon starts off the third quarter like she did the first. Back-to-back threes. They force the turnover here with that suffocating press and the pressure that gets into the head of the opponent.
We're right over the half-court line, so you can't get to the backcourt, but this Ohio State team looking to score it so they can get into the real nitty-gritty of things, and that's their defense.
Missed by Cambridge and corralled by a Falter, one of the best rebounders in the Big Ten. Getting to work on the glass there. Iowa at one point went 6 minutes without a bucket in the first half. Coach Benson telling Elise that those are the droughts that we have to avoid. Olsen has been taking a heavy load here. 12 of her team's 28 points. Quick release by McCabe, not there. Stolke working the offensive glass. And it will stay here.
But usually she just takes that right up. Maybe that dribble took her out of rhythm. See, I like Lucy Olsen and Hannah Stolke being on the same side. Now they can run a little pick and roll, pick and slip action, but Olsen couldn't get it to her.
Stolke sneaking along the baseline, finishes with the left hand.
That baseline wasn't taken away.
Here's the freight train to the rim, and McMahon can't convert.
She was in a crowded space right there and usually can get those to go, but that one just trickled off the front of the rim. There's that front cut. 5-out motion.
Stolke turned on the Jets in the post. There's no answer for that kind of move.
No, it was more of a 4-out, 1-in, and Hannah Stolke was the one individually covered right there in the sweet spot in the paint.
Olsen knocks it down, tried to tip it out. But that last play reminds me of Coach McGuff telling us today the post play of Iowa is their strongest right now. Here's McMahon at the free throw line, knocking it down. She's up to 12 points.
And that 3-level scorer, Cotie McMahon, knocking in threes this season. Different addition to her skill set this year, worked extremely hard during the offseason to up her percentage by almost 16 percentage points.
In the last 5 games, 50%. Here's a falter, back to work from long range. The 4th 3.
She was in a crowded space. Probably wasn't going to have a good look at it. She's just so smart with her decision making for the team.
McMahon fooling everybody, throwing it down to Thierry. She's grimacing. I wonder if she had contact to her face.
Yeah, it looked like she's still trying to work that out on the way down the court. But those interior shots that Ohio State has missed, when you start to add those up, starting to make a difference in this low-scoring affair.
And Olsen working through a pick and roll, and Olsen's going to take herself to the cup. Let's take a look at our State of Success, brought to you by State Farm, Iowa. With a win today would be 12 straight wins in the Big Ten tournament, setting a new record.
They've done it with their defense, especially down the stretch of the regular season in the Big Ten. I think that was partially deflected by Sydney Fulton. Look where they are now, right? A 5-game losing streak was very tough mentally and physically on them. But here they are, still standing in their 3rd game of the tournament.
Now Feuerbach is fouled. Let's check in with the lead.
But boy, that zone has sure stymied Ohio State so far.
Trying to quiet the storm with Michigan State. And they're doing the same thing now. And the beauty of their zone defense is that they're moving on a string collectively as a unit on the pass. It's not just the strong side that's shifting. It's the entire unit of the zone moving. You can see it right here. 2-3.
Jelani Cambridge, the freshman point guard, Big Ten freshman of the year, kicks it across to her sister Kennedy and gets the assist.
And Feuerbach helped too deep to the lane line right there and tried to get there on the catch, but it was a beat too late. Kennedy Cambridge paid it off with that triple.
Lucy Olsen at the mid-range. That doesn't go.
For the 3.
Those two sisters also so close as well. Close range there. Kennedy Cambridge blows by Olsen, finds Eboni Walker in the short corner for the long 2. And you see the Buckeyes clicking when they make shots they can get into this full court pressure.
Yeah, but I like how they attack the zone. They're getting the ball to the second side. And when I say second side, it's the other side of the basket. You can get the basketball reversed. That makes the zone work.
Eva Hayden, looking more experienced than a freshman out there.
She's growing up right in front of our eyes. She wants the touches down there because she knows what to do with the basketball when she gets it.
7 points, 3 of 3 shooting. Walker was looking for back-to-back in the same spot. Thierry rips it down. And another possession here for Ohio State. Thierry putting it up from 3, knocking it down from 3.
Yeah, they needed that. You know, but it's the hustle plays by Taylor Thierry. Kevin McGuffin said she just doesn't make mistakes. She just stays steady. He almost wishes she colored outside the lines sometimes.
Picks up the steal. Gonna take it all the way. She is impenetrable. Lead has swung again. Now in possession of the Buckeyes. Lucy Olsen propelling herself through the full court pressure. She's at 14 points, leading her team in scoring. Stolby right behind her at 12, with 1:45 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Hayden, good position inside, looking to Feuerbach from deep. She's got it. Jelani Cambridge up the floor.
Double drag action by Ohio State, trying to free up opportunities to get inside.
Kennedy Cambridge awkward. It's Eboni Walker at the buzzer. Off the bench, an immediate impact for the Buckeyes. Ohio State feeling the sense of urgency right now. Our Autumn Johnson has them projected as a number 5 seed. That takes them out of the top 16 and therefore out of hosting the first and second rounds of the NCAA tournament, where they are 15-0 at home this season.
Yeah, 5 quad 1 wins for Ohio State, and that's solid, but that last loss to Maryland, not established as a legal guarding defender, was the call on Eboni Walker down inside.
No bucket there for Stolke, who's being guarded by Eboni Walker. Dancing through the lane is Olsen, leaving it for Stolke. She gets the roll.
Stolke got that one to go. She's another player in the Big Ten who has extended her range on her shots.
Well, Ohio State 10 of 23 on layups, lacking efficiency, but not from deep.
I don't know what else we can draw up. I mean, we're right there. We just have to finish plays.
Olsen, the inbounder, looking for Hayden. Almost gives it up. Feuerbach guarded by the two-time all-defense Taylor Thierry. Hayden into the paint, and she is fouled. It's been an interesting trajectory with this of top 100 prospects. She is coming to life here in Indianapolis, making her name known. But earlier this season, Coach Jensen said it was our veterans playing tight. We went to the freshmen. Last couple of weeks, those minutes have gone down, but Hayden has inserted herself. Trying to deny it in.
Trying to feed the ball down to Petty inside. The shot clock's getting very slight. Got to make some plays.
Kennedy Cambridge will drive, kick. McMahon sets her up. Sets herself up for a long two. Knocks it down.
Well, they had to. There's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And what you have to do, you got to go inside and out and try to make that defense work against that zone.
Feuerbach with the reverse, taking it into her own hand.
Final 4 for the weekend.
McMahon barreling to the rim.
You guys, you talk about giving confidence to a shooter. Taylor McCabe 0 for 5 from three-point line, but she is a sniper, one of the best three-point shooters in the Big Ten Conference. And Jan Jansen walked up to her in that huddle, looked her right in the eye when she sat down and said, "You're due." And then she told her team, "You guys have worked so hard for this moment. Let's seize it."
Thanks, Elise. That's exactly right about Taylor McCabe whenever the time is right.
Well, let's see what Lucy Olsen can come up with. I want to see her get activated on the offensive end. She's been kind of quiet here in that regard in the second half.
McCabe, no good that time. She's now 0 for 6 from long range. The green light's still on.
Take shots to make shots.
Madison Green, what a pump fake. Opening up Jelani Cambridge, taking off to the rim. Taylor Thierry from 3. Yes!
Got it right into her hands for the lift and flick of it all.
Play with a plan, sponsored by TIAA. 3:30 on the clock, the winner of this game. Moving on to tomorrow's semifinal against UCLA, and Ava Hayden continues to step up for the Hawkeyes.
Have yourself a tournament. Ava Hayden cannot be denied inside. Solid catch and finish. An execution of post play inside the paint.
McMahon contorts herself around the rim. McMahon today 15 points, couple rebounds. We're going into the final weekend of men's basketball. Of course, here in Indianapolis, the semifinals will be set just minutes from now.
Go with it. Hayden down inside with Cotie McMahon stuck behind her.
She just flips it up. It won't go, but McMahon was buried in the paint.
She was. And she was basically underneath the net. Hayden did a good job of establishing her position, but just couldn't tie a bow on that bucket.
Still back-to-back double-figure games for Ava Hayden. Here's Feuerbach dialing up the pressure, and the block is made. Jelani Cambridge is slow to get up. She collided with multiple photographers here. It's 5-on-4, leaving open a Falter who makes the pay. Looking to propel themselves in that conversation for a top 16 seed in the NCAA tournament to host the first 2 rounds. The pressure is on for both of these teams. 2 minutes to play.
Well, I love that Ohio State did a double drag action against the zone, trying to clear a ball reversal so that they can kind of get them in rotation and attack it.
2 seconds to shoot. Jelani Cambridge with the heave. Tracked down by Green. And then she travels, turning it over to Iowa.
She shuffled her pivot foot.
Ohio State turned it over 0 times in the third, 3 times here in the fourth. Olsen staring down a 2-time all-defense selection in Thierry. Now in the hands of Feuerbach. The pick, the slip, the quick ball movement of Falter.
here for a reason. Star in your role and finish the job.
Iowa leads by 1, 59-58. Put it in the hands of their point guard, Olsen.
Ohio State plays defense, maybe a blitz. Try to blitz and rotate out of it.
Cave thought about a three. Olsen will drive, kick. Feuerbach touches rim. Taylor Thierry will now sprint through the front court. Almost has it taken away. Still along the baseline. She's going to retreat. Coach McGuff calls a timeout, 19.8 seconds left, but what a battle that was. Part 2 here, the shot clock is off. Seconds left for Cambridge. McMahon gets herself to the rim.
They said it's on the floor.
It is on the floor.
Man, but it was Cotie McMahon getting a touch and getting downhill with the basketball. She wasn't quite at the nail, but she was on that lane line. And Hannah Stokey made contact with her prior to her upward motion.
McMahon 65% from the free throw line this season. Knocks down the first.
Jan Jensen imploring her team to box out.
6.7 seconds left. McMahon steps up.
But that's plenty of time, and I think it's going to be Hannah Stokey who gets this one. Eboni Walker matched with her.
Timeout advances the basketball. No timeouts on either side. Both teams in the bonus. 6.7 seconds to go. A falter darting her way to the rim. Cotie McMahon tries to corral it. She can't. There's 7/10 on the clock. 7 seconds left. Olsen is the inbounder. Olsen also is making conversation. Here she's ready to take it out. Lemila guarding the inbounder. It's Stokey at the buzzer, and